boy.
Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Come on. Let's go. Good job. Good boy. Really leans in you with that.
Yeah. So what are we doing here today with Molly and Chance? We've got them both on muzzle. And both on lead.
Yep, both on lead, both on muzzle, and basically just allowing some free socialisation time. And it's a bit of an assessment really to see where they're at as far as letting them interact the way they want to interact and with who.
So you're keeping a loose leash.
I'm trying to keep a loose leash as much as I can. I'm just feeding on what he's doing, who he's noticing. We've got 2 entire males here today.
Oh yeah. Yep.
To influence what he does. So I don't want to do the formal training at the moment because I'm trying to get a gauge of how he would behave without a lead or without a muzzle. I'm trying to let him relax and just think, oh, okay, we're not working today, I'm just around these dogs. And I can see every now and again something catches his attention, trying to figure out who it is.
So you mentioned intact males.
Yeah,
That's one trigger for him.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to. It hasn't really triggered him that much. He did want to investigate banjo a little bit, but he didn't follow through with anything.
Was that, or was it the German Shepherd?
Well, I'm starting to think he does have a thing for German Shepherds because he's noticing Lily a lot.
Yeah.
But he's not noticing Enzo. He's not noticing Conrad.
Okay.
But the darker ones.
Well, Enzo's pretty dark.
Yeah, he's not.
Well, maybe he hasn't seen him yet.
I think Enzo is still.
I'd say so.
So that goes against your typical thing, which is what I'm trying to figure out. But yeah, so I'm just kind of letting him feel like we're not at school, we're not working. let him relax and interact with whoever, however, and just assess. Obviously, if there's any negative behaviour, I'm going to interrupt. But that's what I'm looking for today from Chance. This is something that you would obviously do to try and anticipate what would happen if you let him off lead. You know, is there going to be any issues? Is he going to try to mount other dogs? Is he going to try and bulldoze them with his muzzle? You know, that kind of thing. So you're going to get a bit of a gauge as to where he's performing. He has had a couple of nose pokes at a few dogs at the beginning, which is, you know, a red flag. You know, being off lead and off muzzle, that would potentially be quite a bit of a problem. So they're the kind of things I'm looking for at the moment. It's easy to get him to come in and sit and drop like we did last week. That's just proving the training that he already knows.
Only at this stage though.
Yeah, at this stage. We've had a lot of work to get to that
hundreds
point where he
of
would
hours.
do that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is you don't just keep doing it day in, day out. He was successful at that. If he started to misbehave and he started to ignore me and he started to not respond to what I was saying, 100% we would go back to that and prove and say, hey, this is the standard. We need to move on from this. But you know, we're trying to advance it a little bit here. So the next couple of times I bring him out, I'll be pretty much just assessing what's going on. We do have some new dogs here today that weren't here on the first one.
Yeah, see Banjo again.
He's got a thing for Banjo, but you know, I also think that it can be he's got a thing for dogs that avoid him.
Yeah, Shadow was the same.
So that it doesn't just fit perfectly in the category of intact male and German Shepherd. And so that's why there was a few before where he kind of was shifting through the crowd having a look, but it was none of those dogs. So I'm just trying to get a feel for where his head's at. That's what I'm doing here. Obviously Grace has got Molly because every time she goes off lead, she just wants to get out and make her way back because it's obviously a little bit intense for her. She's a bit of an introvert really as far as the dog world goes. She'd be very happy just being a one dog family and just being her and her owner and just getting on with it. That's all she wants to do. As far as socialisation goes, she really doesn't have much interest in the other. She just has no interest in it. She doesn't feel like she wants to play with the other dogs. She gets excited when we go out and go for a run and that kind of thing, but again, she's not trying to interact with the other dogs, play with them. She's just sort of happy to be there. What are you doing? Keep it lead to force socialisation, but again, not working it, not making a sit, not doing it. But all he's doing is noticing. So that's what I need to make note of in my head. All the times he notices things so that I can prepare myself for what's likely to unfold as we get further down the track with this development. I don't know how much you probably heard that this weekend. So it's probably
the audio.
Yeah, you might not have heard much with that wind.
Yeah. For everyone at home, we've tried several microphones now and they have all failed on us.
They all end up glitching somehow.
I think
they work great initially, but then
they cut out and we lose all this content because all the audio's gone. So we're just struggling with that one a bit because everyone says, oh, I can't hear Luke, and we are trying. We'll get there. I might just have to run around with this big, you know.
Yeah, that's not going to look like a lure at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dogs are going to be like.
Yeah, I'll be a target. And it's very, very windy today.
So basically, I'm just looking for getting a feel for where his head's at now after we've done all this training and we know that he has the history. I'm just getting a feel for where his head's at now without influencing him what I want him to do in this scenario. Just letting him have free time, getting the exposure and I'm basically learning from him on this trip.
Free time within, you know, he's muzzled and on leash. So
yeah, so free time meaning I'm not formally asking him to do exercises. I'm not controlling what he does in this time. I'm just following him around as if I'm just dragging him on the ground.
Yeah.
So anytime he wants to walk, I'm following him.
Yep.
I'm trying not to give him any signals on the lead. However, if I see any social behaviour or negative behaviour, I do, and I tell him to back off. So I'm still guiding him, but this isn't a formal training session as such. This is socialisation. So it's more about guidance.
Yep.
So yeah, there are a couple of issues with here as far as he still has a bit of a, sinks back into that mentality of me versus you somewhere along the lines. There's about 3 or 4 dogs that he's done it with.
Yeah.
He's done it.
So he just had interest in Enzo there, but nothing.
But these are all very minor, and it's more so me just hypersensitive as to what I'm picking up. Yeah, Molly. You want to swap?
What was that? Oh.
Stop you from going to the trees, so turn around and do it.
I didn't know what I was looking at, and I just spun around, and that's why I was like, what happened?
He was pulling to go to the tree, and I said, no, this way. And then he stopped, turned around, and just took his leg on my leg. Oh, get out of it, mate. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Well done.
You see how excited they were. It was so hard trying to get the muzzles on them and get them out the door. They were bouncing around everywhere. I was trying to get the muzzles off Chance and off Molly, and both of them were just like trying to get between me. It's like, my turn, my turn.
They know what day it is.
Yeah.
Let's go make friends.
If she's calm on this, just keep giving her a pat. If you're at the same thing, just say no, cut it out. Yeah. And then just praise when she's nice and calm.
Oh dear. Miss Violet. She's a funny dog, isn't she?
Yeah. That's how all these things happen. Up on the fence open and up here like this.
So you're letting Rosco off? Yep. There we go.
There you go, big fella.
Okay.
What's going on there, Sam?
Just trying to get a photo.
That's Frankie for you.
Yeah, that was intense.
It always is. Sam just trying to get a shot for the day. Get some cute videos behind the scenes. Hoopy, right. Good boy, Hoopy. Good boy, mate. How did that feel to have two Vizslas tongue in your face?
I feel like I'm going to brush my teeth.
They've already brushed them for you. Frankie boy here, one of our close to original farm dogs. Been coming to us for quite a while now, and he's doing this because we used to do photos every day for Instagram instead of videos for YouTube. And he'd get a treat every time he jumped up on something like this, and he was the king. He used to jump up on everything. Treat from him? Yep, okay, mate.
I'll get a photo for him. Of course.
Free.
So we got Rosco and Nevaeh.
Yeah, they're up lead at the moment,
Yep.
running around. Rosco's his second week off lead. He's doing really well. I think the next one for Rosco is I want to bring him in on lead, no muzzle. He's been pretty good. I haven't seen much from him. The others all still have a little bit of a,
Slip up.
slip up every now and again, but he's been really good for quite a few weeks now. The only drama he's ever really shown towards is, towards chance.
In response to Chance's advance.
There we go, yeah. He does get super excited around intense activities, and so last week in the pool with his muzzle on, it looked like he had a couple of not aggressive goes, but nips at other dogs as they were going for balls. I'm not sure he knew what the game was or how it worked. So I'll get in the pool today with him and try to curb that, because it's exactly the same thing that Fredo used to do when he went through his training. He didn't know what the game was. He was like, this is really fun, this is really intense, I don't know what I'm doing, but maybe it's you, maybe it's you. So we just got to guide them and teach them the rules.
Look at these guys. Yeah. Serious. Oh, look. And they're just waiting for you to go.
Where are we going next?
You beautiful dogs. I wish I got a photo of that one.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
They're all sitting in line too.
I know, perfectly.
Perfectly lined out.
Blonde Labrador, Cavalier, Cavalier. Yeah. Little princess on the end.
Yeah.
It's okay. Oh goodness, we could just take photos all day, couldn't we?
Well, we got out of doing photos because it took too long.
It did.
There were so many photo opportunities.
It was like 3 hours
yeah.
we used to dedicate, didn't we?
Yeah, that's why we stopped doing it.
But
the photos used to be epic.
Yeah, like these guys are so photogenic. They are. And they really got the hang of it, didn't they?
Yeah.
They were so good
Anytime
at it.
we went near anything,
yes, they were straight up, for the photo. Because every week we did it, and so they were just fantastic at it. I don't think they've forgot it, to be honest.
No, well, that's what Frankie just did. He just jumped up and
if we went round the playground again and did it, they'd all be straight back into it. I know where you want me.
Yeah.
Looking this way.
That's Kate to do a motorbike run with her with some of our faster dogs. Because on paper, like on the dials, she's way quicker. But it would be good to get a visual of just how quick she is.
Yep.
You know?
Never know, they might up the ante if the competition's increased.
Well, I tell you what, Freddie the Whippet had a good track today.
I saw that.
He doesn't usually do that, he usually runs along with other dogs.
Yeah.
And when I saw him running next to me, I thought, okay, I gave it everything it had, and he just coasted along next to me, so I thought, oh, right,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, because Freddie, fast Freddie.
Yeah, I saw him, he went up a gear when he didn't like me getting ahead of him, so he's kind of just going, yeah, I'll match your pace. She's like, yeah, I didn't really want all that attention, guys. Hello, Stella.
Any gossip at the bus stops?
No gossip.
Zara's back.
Zara is back. Zara's been going down to all the natural disaster areas and being an emotional support for everyone who's in the local centres.
Yeah, wonderful.
So they sent me a photo of her lying up on the table with everyone around patting her.
That's awesome, Zara. Good job,
Yeah,
darling.
love.
Yeah.
That's good. Hello, Rodney. Hello, Rodney. Hello, Rodney. Hello, buddy. Exactly. There's the normal. So with Nevaeh off lead now, she's only gone off lead towards the end of this session because although with the other dogs I wasn't asking them to do anything for me, they were all behaving quite well on lead, whereas Nevaeh was letting her high intense personality get the better of her and started to just really pull on the lead, be a little bit belligerent and just, you know, going everywhere. And then I started to ask her to sit for me, which she wasn't doing. So then I thought, okay, well, you're not going off lead if you're not going to listen. And so then that's why she didn't go off lead straight away with Rosco. She, you know, Rosco straight away didn't give him any lead up training, just got him in the middle of the paddock and asked him to stop, asked him to sit. He did it perfectly, let him off lead straight away, and he hasn't been an issue the whole time. With Nevaeh, if I had have let her off lead at the beginning there, she potentially would have been a little bit of a problem. Yeah, just hold on a second. Jace, just, yeah. Jace. So that was Nevaeh coming in Yeah, but as soon as she squealed, Nevaeh come running in and was really investigating. So whenever that happens, you want to make sure that you're watching her, so ready to stop anything from going on.
Watch out behind you. It's just Freddie's lying down behind you.
I need to have like a little alarm on me so that anytime I'm about to move, I just press the button. Everyone goes, oh, we're moving. Anyway, where was I? I was talking about Novaya and about not letting her off straight away because she wasn't responsive.
So if you had have done that, what would have happened?
Yeah, well, she would have just been a real pest to the other dogs. Overexcited, in the face of the other dogs, not very calm and respectful of anyone else's space. And it would have been counterproductive for her growth as a social session. So now that she's had, half an hour walking up and down on lead, and I could see the energy in her drop down a little bit, or the, intensity drop down, then she started responding. So then I've let her off, and now she's having a really good off-lead session. She is a very fit, very healthy, strong, fast dog. So, this pace is boring for her, but, baby steps. You want to make sure that it's always positive, and there's no hassling other dogs, no, she's picking up cues.
And if I could just maybe make a mention, you might want to comment, I don't know, but just think Luna's really calm today.
Yeah, Luna's doing really well. This is her first full day in the large pack like this. She's had a lot of little sessions like what Nevaeh and Rosco are getting at the moment, but this is her first full day. And I personally think that Luna is not farm fit. So she's quite calm now because all her energy and all her energy stores has all been depleted. So now this is where her socialisation is just going to go so much better, because like what I was just explaining with Nevaeh, she's very intense, so she still has a lot of energy to wear off before she's going to make really good social connections with the other dogs. Her social connections at the moment are 1 to 2 seconds, or even just fleeting as she runs by. So she's not actually engaging with the other dog, she's looking for action. Shadow. Good girl. Whereas Luna is now engaging with the other dogs, not running through the group anymore, very calm, very confident, very relaxed, not tense or not putting on a front anymore. Head nice and low, in line with the shoulders, not standing tall, any of that kind of stuff.
So we're kind of starting to see a lot more of the real Luna now,
like
aren't
Rosco. Rosco's really, really calm.
like really relaxed and...
really good.
Yeah. So it's not... Luna isn't all just intense.
No.
And
She
we just hadn't seen it yet, but now we're starting to see the softer side of Luna.
Mm-hmm. Which is good. I knew she had it because I know how she was coming up and connecting with me and going between my legs. So I knew she would be that kind of dog, but we haven't had the chance to really give her that full day yet. But she's only been here a short amount of time.
Yeah, a few weeks.
What have we had? This is the second therapy day that we've run since she's been here? I'm pretty sure it is.
I don't know. She's been here now for 3 or 4 weeks.
Second one she's been involved in.
Look at this dog. Look at this dog.
Yeah. We'll have to... I'll come back later, mate.